I wanted to follow up a little bit with some things I noticed with the new MSC World America Thermal Spa and do some more comparisons to, let's say, the MSC Seashore. Give some tips also. There were some things that definitely learned that I'd like to share with some of you folks. So these are in no particular order, but I'll go through this list and share some slides as well. They won't be synchronized, but at least you get the idea. First thing, they have a wonderful juice bar before you go into the spa. I think it's called Zest. You always got the Feel Better drink. It has ginger and fresh fruits. It's part of the premium package, so there was no additional cost. I think it was actually about $11 per drink, but that was included. I also had the Morning K, which is also another juice. These were juices that were fresh cut fruit right in front of you and put into this massive commercial juicer. It's a really good option. There's also some protein and fiber shakes as well. One thing I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm not real thrilled with the opening at 9 a.m. for the MSC World America Thermal Spa. I don't understand why they don't open at 7, just like the MSC Seashore, but nevertheless, that's what they do. I got there about 10 minutes early and on one occasion asked to use the locker room to get changed. And they gave me that access, that earlier access. That was helpful because then I was able to get into the spa just about 2 or 3 minutes before um, the rest of the guests coming in would get into the spa. So I guess in the future I'd like to see them open the spa by 8 a.m. and maybe stay open till 10 p.m. Current hours when I was on was 9 to 9. Just curious about that. Speaking of the spa, I got to go into the men's locker room here. Obviously, I didn't go into the ladies. The men's locker room is small, and I mean really small. The lockers, not the whole locker room, but where the lockers are in the locker room, if that makes sense. There was probably no more than uh, three of us, maybe two large guys at the most, that could fit in where lockers were. It's a crowded space and it's about one third the size of Seashore. I would often have to wait as other guests were using the space. Some of the locks are already set and need to be reset by the attendant, so not all of the lockers you could get access to. Only two toilets and two showers. I think there were three showers on the MC Seashore. No hand dryer or towels in one of the restrooms, so I found that to be pretty curious. These they do shut the doors, but after you wash your hands, I'd like to see some towels or something to wipe my hands. And another tip also, if you want one of those coveted 6 heated tile loungers in the main water bubble, make your claim as soon as possible. These get filled right at 9 a.m. and are hard to get, especially a pair of them. There was no sign or time limit, and the attendant didn't seem to monitor usage or overusage. There was a lot of water on the floor around the entrance and exit on the main bubbler tub. Just be aware, be careful when you walk. The attendant was doing his best to squeegee into the channels and get the water off the floor and into those channels to prevent ponding. There is a nice cool water bucket in one of the shower stalls. It's perfect after using the saunas or steam room. There are also two showers with 6 jets in each, positioned at the lower legs, hip, and shoulders. The water was warm, not hot. And my tip to you is rotate your body once inside there. Do a 360. There's also a cool mist button in one of the showers with a nice smell of the citrus uh, scent, and it's just delightful. I call it the foot box, or I think it's actually called the Nipe, the KNIPP. I believe the foot Nipe alternates between warm and cool. It's a separate station. It's not too hot, not too cold. The challenge for me and a couple of other guests was getting up onto this platform. It's elevated off the floor. It's not a traditional step. It's a little bit taller than a step. So my tip was I had to face the wall and step up 1 foot at a time. There was also a handrail, but it wasn't attached to the wall. So I had to use that to finagle my way into the station. I also stepped down backwards, which made it easier for me to leave the station. The step into and out of the boxes are a little deeper than it looks due to the water not really being able to gauge a height, so be cautious. I recommend spending about 2 minutes in each foot bath for a total of about 10 to 15 minutes and trust me when I say this, your feet will feel amazing. You come out of that just absolutely feeling like $1,000,000 for your feet. You have no trouble walking whatsoever. I spoke a little earlier about the Finnish sauna, which is much hotter than the soft. One of the things I forgot to mention was there is a bucket and a ladle if you want to add water to the rocks and pump up the heat and humidity. My tip is if the bucket is empty, which it was quite a bit, just go to the cool water bucket down the hallway and refill it. And that seemed to work like a champ. You were able to get instant heat and some steam right into there. So that's a good thing to know. The snow room, a little curious about where they situated it. It could use some more seating. I think at most there were three, I'm going to call them pseudo seats. They weren't real seats. They weren't designed to really be sat on. The egg crate wall design was unique for sure. It's different than the MSC Seashore, which has a nice mural showing snow and some trees. I would have liked to have seen a bench put into this snow room on the MSC World America Thermal Spa. There's a spot there where there was no design elements. They could have easily put a small bench to fit one, maybe two people. I will say the nice part of the snow room is it is a single door to enter and not that quirky dual door setup found on the MSC Seashore where you kind of have this vestibule where you're fighting to get in and out. So the MSC World America snow room's a little bit larger. It's just mostly meant for people standing. And I guess that's good because most people don't stay in the long. I do. I stay in there 20 to 30 minutes easy. Go to the other side of the spa now, and there is another shower, almost identical to the one I just spoke about previously. However, there's no cold water bucket on that side, so it's got a really nice steam room there on that side that circulates the air wonderfully. There's no stagnant air; it doesn't smell. Um, there are also hand shower wands. I think there were 6 total that you can use to cool down. Or my tip, if you're sitting near one of the steam generators in the center section, just use that spray water from the shower head right into the crate or wait until the automated system does it. The only minor issue I saw with the steam room on the MSC World America was repeatedly the door not being closed completely. There are about 4 to 6 lights in the ceiling that will dim after about 1 minute if the door is not closed correctly. And steam leaves that room pretty quickly if the door is not sealed. So we always try to keep the door closed. But given the number of guests peeking in and out or not staying in for more lengthy sessions, building up of the steam can be a little challenging. Lastly was the salt room. There are 4 heated tile loungers that are also highly coveted in this space, this room. The room is warm, it's not hot. And for the first time, I finally spent some extended time in this room, and I did feel refreshed when coming out. Usually, I am a hardcore sauna, sweat as much as possible while drinking water type of person, but this felt different, almost therapeutic. So there is some, I believe, credibility to that. The salt rooms actually help you. I felt good, felt different. So I would recommend it. One of the tips I also want to give, there is a citrus infused ice cold water station and a water fountain where the towels are in this main, called the main room. It also has throwaway cups. I always bring my own water bottle. A couple of reasons why. One, I want to carry it with me to have cold water when I'm in the sauna or other heated areas or just need to sip on it. Two, I don't like the idea of just using their throwaway paper cups right at the station. They're very small cups. They don't hold a lot of water, so that wouldn't do it for me. I just simply bring my plastic water bottle into the sauna, refill it as needed. I see no need to use their paper cups. Overall, the MSC World America Thermal Spa is larger in space with this curious reduction in locker room size. And again, it's the actual physical lockers where you put your items in. And it's just, I don't understand why they cut it down. It's probably 1/3 the size of the MSC Seashore. There must be some logistics reason for it. The colors and the sound of the waterfall in the main room is an instant relaxation mode inducer. I purchased the pass for the whole week that we were on the ship, and I will certainly do it again. I, I guess compared to the MSC Seashore, it's larger, but it also has these little quirks. But I would definitely do it again. My last tip: if you have the drink package, And I don't know if you have to have the premium or just the standard. I'm not sure which one. I had the premium. I made sure I stopped by Zest juice station right on the way out as well. I got another refreshing juice drink. It was a perfect way to bookend the thermal spa session. So I hope you enjoy your trip and talk later. Bye.